Shout out to Frankie with the 10 wad. Thanks for the 2 5s, bro. Appreciate it. About to get this show on the road. Do not do anything I do. Man, look at Zen right now. Somebody help Zen on Ethereum. Zen on ETH needs some milk. Who's gonna feed it some milk? What's up, people around the globe, around the world, here in cyberspace, internet land? This is your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer. I like my name. I got a tip yesterday. My DJ name might be too long for this new future. Too many syllables. But my DJ name used to be Don B, and then that was not enough syllables. Which one is it? Don B or More World Peace? Like what? How many more syllables and non-syllables do we need for popularity? Hold on, let me turn this light down. This shit is beaming me. It's nice outside, so I got the natural light coming from the right. But yeah, what's up, y'all? This your boy, Crypto Bruh. We're back again, making another video. It's April 23rd, Wednesday, middle of the week. Week is blowing by like never before. May right there. Open. It's calendars opened up. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, summer's coming, spring's here. We're feeling good. And the markets are responding to whatever they're responding to. I've been streaming like every single day for no reason. Talking about Zen, you know what it is. That's what we do here. We talk about Zen and its relationship to the overall markets. And we're going to talk about Zen burn because it's burned 41 trillion cbXEN in 3 days. Let's fucking go. No fucking soundboard. Just let's fucking go. And yeah, man, this is the power of the community. This is the power of innovation. This is the power of the burn. X1 XOON with an X. Anybody standing around waiting, do your thing. But there is a group. I can see them now. I can see them. And this is the group. I think like you're going to be going up against these people. If you can't burn 41 trillion, you don't got enough. If you can't burn 1 trillion, you don't got enough. Imagine Ethereum Zen. And ETH Zen is cracking me up right now. I'm laughing out loud. This bitch came all the way up to the resistance of the 12 million. We've been looking at this. It's getting straight womp, right? Live on stream. Let's go resistance. And then this is bled over into cbXEN because they think that we give a fuck. I'm encouraging the discount because the price is going bonkers ever since Zen Burner came out. So we deserve a discount. Please give us a discount. And yeah, we'll talk about like what's really going on because cbXEN now is showing 100% Zen tokenomics. Like if we had to put Zen tokenomics on a progress bar, I think base Zen is at 100% now with the burner. Like everything else now is at like 80%, maybe. Like Ethereum Zen's like performing at like 80%. It's really less than that. I would say it's at 40 because people don't stake. Right? That's the one thing really killing Ethereum in price performance. But the thing is it's expensive to make Zen on ETH. So it really does need whales that have Ethereum. If those whales with the actual Ethereum don't want to go and scoop up the Zen and stake it, right, and help the network, then yeah, of course this is going to struggle on the chart because most of the tokens are liquid and they can be sold whenever they want. They can be released, but we're seeing different behaviors on base because the gas is cheap. That's the first thing to understand. Zen's been out for almost 3 years. All of the contracts are the same minting formula. Everything is exactly the same. The only difference is the blockchain and the community on chain. We've seen from other, again, I've said this many times in Zen world. Polygon is an inspiration, right? Eve Moss, ETH Pal, these are all inspo chains because they push the G rank. They put the G rank into a new paradigm of what the fuck are we doing over here, right? Because why are you pumping the G rank to 372 million, right? They're not doing that on Avalanche, Moonbeam, Binance. They're not doing that on Binance, and they're not doing it on ETH. If you looked at all those chains, though, you would say, oh, Polygon got the cheapest fees, so that's why they're doing that there, right? And that's the same that goes for everybody who's peaked past 200 RPMs on the G rank, right? 200 C ranks, 200 million or so. A lot of it is the participation of people with the native. So if someone has a lot of native coin and the gas is cheap, like the fees on the chain are cheap, it allows for like zero resistance between the Zen and the chain, right? On Phantom, they flamed them 428 million G rank, spammed the shit out of that blockchain. It had to fork itself. And again, the thing about Phantom is when you dive in deeper, you realize that a lot of the FMT was collateralized like debt, and everything was like in USDC. So or I don't know how to really explain it, but like, yeah, like I want to say stables. I don't want to say USDC because there's a lot of different stables. Go look at Sonic. Sonic is a fucking stable coin. That's where you make the most money, is by bringing a stable coin to Sonic and pairing it with something. That's their crypto business logic. But Tron got that. Everybody got that. But again, Zen exposed to me Phantom's marketing and why it's hard to get those individuals that are stuck in the airdrop world to leave. They're never gonna leave the airdrop world. They like free coins and getting $5 from 30 cents. And we got that built into Zen. That's why they blew the fuck up out of the G rank, so they can get that goddamn airdrop. And again, inspo. So on base is at 226 million G rank. G rank is cooking, right? It's slowed down just a little bit. You can see here we hit the top of the hill. We've been plateauing for the last few days, and gas went up a little bit on base because base has been playing around with different meme coins on chain, and they just released Zora. What a disrespect. I'm so pissed about this. Off topic, but fuck. Man, I've known about this project for so long. I've done everything. I don't have my phone by me, but I even have the Zora like rainbow collab icon on my fucking rainbow wallet. So I've done everything, and my airdrop was ass. These niggas gave me 17 Zora. I am so injured. 17 tokens. I was like, yo, what the fuck? They gave me 30 cents. This is gonna stink. This is going to stink. Maybe I'll buy the bottom, but yeah, base is really a stinker, bro. Like the blockchain is stinks. Like, look at this. Stinks. The memes stink. Smelly memes. The only thing going for base right now is literally cbXEN and the portal out of there. But again, the base, it exposes a lot about blockchain. Like the chain itself, like the blockchain, the base chain exposes a lot about blockchains, right? They're fragment, the fragmentation of Ethereum is underway. You got Vitalik now saying we got to rebuild the system so we can run Rust. Everybody's got a little piece of this, and it's going right into the narrative. Like I'm saying, like Ethereum as a token, as an asset, as an ideology is dead, but it can be shelved, and we can pull it off the shelf and blow it off sometimes, like the Bitcoin. Like every now and then, hey, let's take Satoshi off the fucking shelf and like read the story to the children about Satoshi Nakamoto, you know, you know, just whatever you want to believe in. That's kind of like Ethereum now. So the activity on ETH, or where I believe you're going to see the most clicks, is going to happen where people are marketing the most. You know, they're going to be doing it the most, having the biggest liquidity pools, biggest TVL, because there's going to be that user. There's users who still won't leave ETH, even though it's going to hurt them many, many times. And we're seeing that right now. Like, again, this pullback is happening right on cue. Wednesdays are usually pullback days, right? The game is still fucked up. Don't get it twisted. Maybe Bitcoin gets to 100K, but the damage control is what we're witnessing. We're going to see how much damage control the KOLs of Bitcoin can do, because they got to keep it going. But this is think about it, like going higher and higher in this current global market with Bitcoin means that Bitcoin's getting ready to separate itself from like everybody else. And I'm 100% down for that. You know, I'm here for the whole thing. Like, let's go sovereignty. But I'm still just being a little bearish on the reality of that, because Bitcoin's compromised. So the real world is fucked. RIP the P.o.P. You feel me? Like, the world is weird right now. We got to get the world. We got to get the world back. Yesterday was Earth Day. I hope you went and said what's up to the Earth. Mr. Worldwide, as I say worldwide. What up, Dank? What up, Samson? What up, Q? I didn't even say what's up yet. What up, Lita? Frosty in this bitch. Hump Day. No, Ain. Ain. It's La Resistance. That's what they're screaming on the Zen chart right now. Resistance. Hey, look at cbXEN came right up to the resistance too. Our resistance is at 154K market cap. There's a lot of people who trying to say they don't want us to go. Can you guys believe it? Because it's a two-way street, man. It's fair crypto. So just because one burner comes out doesn't mean everybody's going to participate. But that's why I think this is what's awesome about the free market and the fair market inside of Zen, is that if people decide, hey, maybe I am too, you know, overexposed in cbXEN, and they decide to sell right after the burner comes out. And this is why, like, I had a self burner, but that's stupid, low key. Like, you could take the burning function out of Zen and make your own burner where you don't have to pay no fees. You ain't got to be on no roads with nobody, just a one-way road to X1 chain, right? Because that's the power of the Zen token. The Zen token is the portal, like, entry. You need this in your possession in order for you to get to X1. So how you get to X1 is, it's up to you. You drive that boat. You sell those seas. You feel me? And that's kind of, again, where your intuition is probably going to work to your best interest. And if you can't trust nobody, the best move is always going to be to burn by yourself. I was doing that shit, and every conclusion I come down to is it's no fucking fun. You're just by yourself. You're just over here, you know, solo bonfire in a cave. Oh shit. You know, like, oh, this is my little bonfire. Fuck everybody else, yeah. But then that's kind of why, again, when you add in like an X burner and multiple burners, like, again, I think there will be a lot of these. This is just first mover, right? Everybody else had the opportunity to build a dApp that benefited cbXEN to amplify the attention. That's all that XBurn and zenburn.com is doing. It's helping the Zen chart. It would be awesome on Ethereum, but again, ETH is gonna have, I don't know, I just don't know yet. As well, like, ETH gas are really high, and it takes just a group of like 100 people to push ETH gas like to 16. So like, this particular dApp isn't, I don't think, ready for ETH. I think it needs a non-NFT feature. It needs just a lot of different mods, and then it could, you know, be on Ethereum. But on cbXEN, on base chain, with the sub-zero or the sub-penny fees, all this functionality to burn the Zen, kind of, again, making a garden and an experience for the burn, it makes just a lot more sense, right? And some of these other chains out here, it could be the same notion, like Avalanche, like Polygon, like Binance. And we'll see, like, if, you know, the homie Tree City West is up for that. But that shit is a lot of work, y'all. Like I've been building too. And that's why, again, building by yourself, for yourself, is easy because you're just one customer. You just got to impress yourself. Once you launch it and everybody is able to obtain the product, now you're like deving for a group. And I was like, that's why I'm like, yo, cbXEN is just perfect because there's no friction, right? Like I was saying before, y'all, the UX, now you guys are kind of experiencing it. Hopefully a lot more people are starting to experience this. Like, the UX is so easy that there's no resistance, and now 41 trillion Zen has been burned by people who want to contribute to the burn and use their Zen, right? Instead of, again, being 100% solo bonfire, they take 20% of their 100 and they, you know, give it to the experiment. Kind of what you're doing. You're just giving it to the experiment, and the experiment is experimenting. All right, let's look at XBurn. It actually was it just hit a straight up recovery, but it's starting to sell off now, and we'll probably see this happen because it's deeply tied, or it's gonna be how do you say this? Its liquidity is gonna be rich in cbXEN, right? $2,000, another $2,000, so $4,000, another, we'll just say 1.5, so 5.5 thousand. So yeah, somebody put their Zora in here. Buck Wild, why you do that? Hey, maybe I'll put it in there too. It's a good trade right now. I only got 17. They fucked me. They fucked me. Fuck you, Zora. I was on your fucking side. You burned me. Burned me. But yo, here comes cbXEN. cbXEN rolling down the hill. X burner making sure that it's helping with inflation. That's like another narrative in the X burner narrative bucket. We need a governor on inflation, and what would be cool is a AI governor, like something that's built off mathematics, right? Like real math, and it like buys and burns for just the group. Because cbXEN, again, it's a community event. We could theoretically make a very dynamic ERC20 because it has the most fair principles embedded in its minting function. So like the culture is the holder. Damn, that one's sauce. I'm trademarking that one. Fuck you. That's me. The culture is the holder. Hold on, I gotta tweet it before I forget it. Coin that, Jesse. Let's see if Jack Levin steals this one from me. The culture is the holder, okay? And that's kind of why, again, X-Bird, I think, is doing so well because the culture is the holder. A lot of cbXEN burners are whales, people who've been waiting, because that's all you're doing over there. I mean, either you're recycling your XEN every day so you can add it to the stake, or you're recycling it, or you know what I'm saying? So I was doing it too, because at some point I'm gonna burn the coins. But now that Jack has pretty much, you know, opened up the playbook to say, hey, X1 or Fair Crypto's focused on X1, right? It's like Fair Crypto's turned into a butterfly. It was a caterpillar called Fair Crypto. Now it's a butterfly called the X1 Foundation or X1 Labs. And X1 Labs is kind of where your XEN is supposed to end up. And although the fun tokenomics, again, I think these are all blueprints. It's very mysterious on why. I mean, again, I think this can get out to people, and a lot of people will basically fork it once they can understand it. And we're getting really close to that, especially with the cbXEN. cbXEN shows, or with the X burner on cbXEN, because now we're at a point where if we release this on Ethereum, what happens on ETH? Because the narrative is going to change. People can burn more Ethereum XEN now than they could before. So it's going to automatically flip DXN, and we're in like a new quantum space where it's like, okay, why were you just standing around waiting? Like, why did you need this dApp to come out? Right? Why do you need a dApp to come out? But eventually, this is what I'm saying. Eventually it's going to happen because the quantum realm is going to ask for it. Everyone's asking for it. I hope Tree City West can do it, but it's a lot of work, especially putting it in the app. Holy shit. Shout out to Joe Blau. That's why Joe Blau is like the goated dev, because he just did it. Like he was like, oh, 12, or he was like, oh, 13 chains, watch this. XEN.FYI. Phoenix, you know. But for all of us like beginner devs in the XEN world, I do recommend just like building with one blockchain and kind of expanding from there. And again, cbXEN keeps proving my point down to the development. You can even go over here and create, and you won't have a lot of resistance. It's just going to let you do your thing. So what we've seen here, though, that's pretty special, is we had an increase in supply, right? Because people were unstaking to put their staked coins into like the burn vehicle. So we had liquidity jump, right? Like instantly jumped. And then some people burned, and then some people restaked it. But what we see is a super drop off, right? That's the impact of X burner. Now we have like another thing in this liquid daily supply that plays a factor. Like if it's burning 1 trillion XEN a day, right? That's 1 trillion. And that's like, you know, a lot of people are probably going to wait. That's why it's like right now it's going to see the biggest burn. And then if a lot of things don't show up, it could absorb a lot of burn credits, right? People trying to get those burn points simply just based on the idea that it exists. But then like, again, if X burn, it has a burner feature, people build on top of that. They start to make other dApps that burn X burn, and it increases the cbXEN attention where it's like, okay, now I need some cbXEN to get some X burner so I can do some of this other stuff, right? Then that's kind of where a new player enters. More randomness is going to happen, and we'll see where we go from there. But burn wise, yeah, it stomps out. It's the biggest burner. You can see it. You can take the coins, you can stake them in the liquidity pool. So there's self custody that you could do. That's kind of what I did. I just took half of my stack and just staked it in the LP. And I did V2 because it helps the X burn. And what happens is that as X burn rises in price, I get more cbXEN. You know, so this is great for me because I like cbXEN and I want to burn it for X burner. So of course I want to be in the liquidity pool so I get more cbXEN so I can burn it and then do this shit again. And then what's wacky is here's another wacky narrative in this shit. The concept of it being pegged. So the peg is funny because no one's thinking about this part yet because they're still hyper focused on this idea that you can make XEN forever. But X burner only creates itself when people burn XEN, and you need to burn 1 million cbXEN to get 1 X burner. So right now with it underneath the mint price, essentially, right, you get one, like right now 1 X burn is not 1 million cbXEN. So this is like an arbitrage for people when X burn starts to have apps on top of it, right? Once it starts to have apps on top of it, now you'll have this like thing where it's like, yo, maybe I can get them while they're under 1 million. And essentially you're getting a discount. Like you don't have to burn your cbXEN, right? But burning cbXEN is always going to be the concept. That's why it's going to get interesting because as people burn cbXEN, create X burn inflation, they're going to sell it back into this pool, burn it again, sell it back into this pool, burn it again, and just keep doing that shit until it's pennies, right? That's kind of why that the resistance of no gas is like fun for this because you're seeing it on the chart. Every time oopsies, where's it at? Every time someone is burning huge, like this was somebody that came in with trills. This is like when we were like getting trillions after trillion. So when someone really big comes in, we see a giant dip. And then when there's like some, you know, a few trillion recycle back and forth, it's a tinier dip. But every time someone does the swap function right here, when we do the burn, and you can swap and burn, because that's what they're doing. They're coming over here, they're swapping, they burning, they getting a little bit back, and then they're doing it again, right? So when they do that swap burn function, that's where X burn is seeing recovery. And then also when X burn and cbXEN, like the pool, this L2, the L2, or what the fuck, my bad. The version 2 liquidity pool started with one side 1 million cbXEN tokens and one side what was it, I forgot already. I gotta look back because now it's like up as fuck. It's like, yo, it was, oh my bad, it was 1 trillion cbXEN, and then it was 1,000 X burn. Maybe it was less. Yeah, I think it was 1,000 X burn. Man, Tree City West know what's up. Maybe he'll like leave a comment or something to correct me on that one. But yeah, so we're seeing a very organic chart being built out here because of the peg. It's almost like a mental thing where everybody knows the stable coin is cbXEN. So the chart is like staying close to it. It's weird. I don't really know how to explain it yet. As more apps show up though, that creates buy pressure. And then if this were to go hella high, that's where we could see a lot of people going and getting cbXEN to try to burn or like sell down, because it would make a crazy ass like vortex, right? Like you got people, or you got X burner going up in price. Like it's at like 200 million, or let's just say it's at 2 million cbXEN price, right? Now you're gonna have people who are gonna go to they're gonna buy the cbXEN, they're gonna burn it for X burner, then they're gonna go back to the DEX, and then they're gonna sell it for cbXEN, right? To get more cbXEN, and then they're gonna fucking burn it, right? They're gonna burn it back in, get rid of the cbXEN and some of the X burn, and then this is again, everyone's gonna try to balance this like stable concept that's just living internally inside of your brain. Like, I think it's so fascinating. I wanted this peg to get killed, but again, like if a DApp comes out that gets people to hold, then this does become another narrative, because again, stakers won't shake. Maybe they want to build camp on base, and I would love to see where base is trying to go, because they stink right now. Coolest thing on base is X burn, hundo. Shit, I've been ranting. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go soon. That's why I've been ranting. What's up, y'all? FPOC lore. FPOC. This is the FPOC lore. What's going on here? I'm just here for the knowledge. What's up, 5-letter man? What up, Bud Green? That X burn arbitrage is lit. Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna want to like the game is to maximize your burn points, because you don't know how much everybody else is going to have. So you instantly, like, I can't believe there's a lot of people with this idea that they're gonna be able to catch the balloon or whatever the fuck. Like, I'm gonna block the goal. Once I get the information, I'm gonna make the best play. Like, I feel like they don't have a big brain capacity or something. Like, their brain capacity can only work to that point of the conversation. What we've seen, like, this is what we used to see. So I used to be, this is why now my brain is really freaked, because the problem, oh yeah, here we go. Here, this is what I want to say. So dbXEN is an amazing product. They can, like, it's actually really cool. Like, I would love, I don't know, let us know in the comments, like, would you love to see a dbXEN version with X burn on base chain? Let us know. It's been thought about, but because the problem with dbXEN on base is that, and the reason why we stomped it out so fast, right? We've galloped over how much Zen has been burned on base in 3 days. So the inflation is definitely deflationary with the right product ideas. So people shut the fuck up about it going up forever in inflation, because we just don't got the right products. We ain't got the right MP3 players right now. All right, those are coming. All right, we'll have the iPhones of the Zen world, because it's such a fluid product in the free market. People just don't know about it. We gotta get Jack to talk about it, but he doesn't need to talk about it yet, because he's gotta get X1 out, and then he'll sneak diss everyone and be like, oh yeah, and I got this thing called Zen. You can burn it and get extra coins. Oh shit, why didn't you tell us that earlier? Right, that's what everyone's gonna do. Sun's out, guns out. Yes sir. But yeah, so like with dbXEN, it used to get me like head spun, because you'll see the top 10 and it'll be like, damn, number 1 has burned 831 billion Zen, which is worth $56,000 in today's prices. So all it takes is somebody else with $56,000 to really come in and just burn more than this person. Because again, like I'm saying, no, No one person is burning singular. Everyone's burning in a pool right now. There's a few people doing it singular, but you're not gonna see them on a burning like $56,000 worth of XEN. That's a black hole. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're in your crib burning $56,000 by yourself. Like, seek help, please. If you're watching this, you're burning $56,000 in your motherfucking living room. Seek help. At least bring that shit to X burner. God damn. Make some bread off of that burn. But yeah, so this lets me know, like, if something were to come out on XEN and have the vision, it could compile all of this into one, like, burn, and it would gas away, right? I mean, it's granted, it's a lot, like 10 trillion XEN. That's like god level on Ethereum, and it also had the ETH included with it, so people were going there for the ETH. But that's kind of what killed the DBZen, was once people didn't want the ETH, because gas is really low right now. You would think a lot of people would play it because gas is low. But I just don't think that's where the Xenian mindset is in this new future. Like, they don't really want to burn it on chance. Like, oh, people come after me with Ethereum. That's like another thing about DBZen versus X burner on a philosophical approach to burning. X burner does not give or it gives the user 100% control of what they're doing, because you're just burning cbXEN for X burn. You're not like doing it to get any Ethereum. You know, you might be doing it to get some more cbXEN, which is awesome, because it's like, okay, cool, like, yeah, that's what it's all about. Like, let's help cbXEN. Let's make it get some attention. People want to get it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get into X burner so I can get more cbXEN. That's exactly how it should work. But once you add like that element of like, so, oh, there's something else, so like there's another thing behind door number 2, that might bring your burner down, because now people have to decide over, you know, do I like what happened in door number 2, because I can't turn back now. Like, this is my fucking gift. And yeah, this looks like, you know, again, there's a lot of people who still root for this, so it could see all kinds of stupid swings, because maybe it's priced. Something I thought about with DXN, and I'm just giving it some kudos because I'm comparing it to something that I'm evolved in, is that it still has like a really big community in Europe. So that European community, they believe in DXN. They've invested a lot of XEN into it. This is a lot of their XEN. So don't be surprised, you know, to see them make something out of nothing, because that's all it takes in a fair environment. And yeah, I mean, maybe that's what gets the fire going for other, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if other burners drop and it makes other burn apps feel some competition, and then now they're encouraged to get people to burn, everything is going as planned. Like, hell yeah, get up off the couch, go start telling people to burn some XEN. So it to me, that's what it's, you know, the real wins is just watching the community move, bro, more than it is making gains. I think that's kind of like too what like Jack feels with like XEN. Like, it probably feels type crazy that you can create like a $12 million asset out of nothing, because again, XEN is finished. The market makers have control of XEN on Ethereum because it's expensive. It's the Rolls Royce of crypto. Yeah, if you're in Gen Z, you want a bag of Ethereum for, this is your boomer coin. If you're a millennial, you should have Ethereum for the plays. And if you're a boomer, you should be in Bitcoin. What the fuck are you doing here in Ethereum? Damn, look at solXEN. solXEN trying to do something. I like solXEN, man, but it's just like, there's nothing going on. But usually that's what happens. I start saying, hey, there ain't nothing going on, and then that shit go boom. What about XenCat? This is Solana memes. XenCat looking like it wants to do something too. What about Emoji Dracula bouncing? Don't count out Drac. Don't count out Drac, bro. Just because he burning on cbXEN right now, do not count out Dracula. He's just over in cbXEN world. This is finished. Yes, sir. 20K worth of cbXEN has been burned in a day. Yeah, that's just kind of crazy too. So that's why I'm saying there's more proof that it's gonna be nuts when an official person, it's like we a mixtape over here, bro. Like, you want to see the mixtape burner, like go burn some get some XEN. You want to be in the mixtape culture of Zen, go get some XEN or XBurn, some emoji Dracula, some Zen cat. These are the undercover plays. You want to get the super duper undercover play, get some potato vampire. God damn. Trump just announced that that if you hold his token, you're invited to a dinner with him. Oh no. And now Trump is going dumb in the club. Yeah, up 20%. Oh no. Hey, that looks crazy. This looks like the type of chart you want. And do you go balls deep? You go balls deep. But he did that same thing with the Polygon NFTs. Where like you could have bought the Polygon NFT and got a dinner with him and shit. Man, that motherfucker is a grifter. I ain't gonna lie though. That nigga Trump is such a businessman. That fool flipping his dinners. He's like, oh, I'm about to eat right now. Shit, anybody want to pay to eat with me? Anybody want to pay to eat with me? Cause I'm about to eat right now. And you know what? I got time if you got money. That's how Trump. That's how Trump moves. I got time if you got money. Straight up. What has been better collateralization over the next 4 years? Or what has better collateralization over the next 4 years? Solana or ETH? Telling people to buy ETH is just mean. I mean, yeah, man, I kind of want to get some Trump right now if this is where we're going right now. Like, I think that's some alpha because it's already up 17%. Man, I ain't got no Solana. Shit, I might have to put you guys on a commercial break. Do 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 do. Hell yeah, man! I want some of this. Fuck it. Trump owes me. Hey, Melania just pumped too. Melania is trying to get active, but I'm trying to catch. I'm trying to get the play of the day. I need one, please. Please, God, please. Give me one on Solana. Solana's been so hard to catch a runner, bro. Cause I'm not like in the trenches with the nasty ones. I'm just being myself. And they hate that over there. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed this works. I'm gonna do an angel number and I'm gonna buy 30 Trump. I'll do 30. Hopefully this helps me. I just pulled a Tree City West. Fuck it. All right, where we get in at? We got in at $11. Send it to the billions, please, because I can use that right now. I use it. I mean, I guess it's already, well, the market cap's at 2 billion. That's kind of weird. The fully diluted is at 11 billion. This like, it's because like hella people hold it on centralized exchanges. Man, now it's going parabolic. So yeah, but like that's one reason why I don't want to be in Ethereum. Like if you're in ETH, you're gonna miss all of the sick ass plays because you're like in another country, right? It's like, oh, Trump says I'm gonna do something XYZ 1 2 3, and then bam, you can jump right into it because you're on Solana. Like you got USDC on Solana, right? Or you got Solana on Solana. You got solXEN on Solana. Eventually we'll have X1 on Solana, and that's kind of why, again, I'm still trying to make sense of You know, how do you tell a Bitcoiner to their face that Zen is Bitcoin? Like, we'll have our own little conference things, because I think there's a lot of utilities. I think, again, a world should be built on top of Zen. And then that should kind of be where we say, hey, Zen is like Bitcoin. But to be like at a Bitcoin conference and be like, yo, Zen is Bitcoin. That doesn't really seem real to me. Unless the community made it that way and Bitcoiners came in and try to like psyop everybody into their farms or whatever. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Bitcoin is here. But until then, like, really, it's X1. Like, these tokens are made for X1 chain, and your participation of Zen really goes towards there. If that has a great outcome, then yeah, maybe the G rank technology can become popular amongst crypto enthusiasts, because they see the fairness in the G rank, and they see the fairness in the AMP, you know, the fairness in the launch. I mean, that's the biggest challenge to get across to people, that it's not about the money or the gains. It's about how fair this creation is. Every second in Zen world is fair. It's not one unfair second. I mean, unless you don't know something, then once you know, it's fair. It's your turn to make a decision. The longer you wait, it's on yourself. And yeah, the G rank, again, that's fair technology right there. Get you some, I guess, Trump tokens, and make sure you burn the Zen. Peace.